Good morning to all traders and welcome to another daily market insights video provided to you by Orbex. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of July. And it's a very, very interesting day indeed. Although yesterday we didn't have much on the economic calendar, overnight we received those headlines that now the US White House and Democrats struck a deal to increase the US debt ceiling, removing the threat of a US debt default, and of course rising federal spending, which Trump is probably hoping to use for his wall that has actually lagged behind for quite a few months now. Anyway, this is actually helping the dollar for the moment. Now, in the European markets of this side of the continent, things are getting a bit wobbly for the euro. There is a speculation around 40% actually that the ECB is going to cut rates on Thursday. Now, following some political tensions in Italy last week on Friday, speculation of a snap election, euro also was affected by these developments from last week. And so it's actually slipping a little bit lower. Now, today, because I also want to talk about dollar and euro, we're going to analyze euro-dollar as well as dollar with the Canadian dollar, and that is because dollar has been quite strong, and with its all tensions around US, UK, and Iran, the Canadian dollar should be actually supported by oil, but instead it keeps falling. And that is because world sales trade came out much worse than expected, allowing EURUSD to move higher. So today we're expecting the existing home sales, from the US, consumer confidence in Europe, and Haldane's speech earlier, of course, in the session. Don't forget, today also we're expecting the official announcement that Boris Johnson is most likely to be the PM in the UK. And that is probably going to drag the pound lower as well. Now, on our charts, I want to start with Euro Daily. As you see, we're still actually trading within the range here. I still believe that we are here on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are now in an ABC expanding correction, which is most likely to finish around the 111.16. If we break below that level, of course, we're looking at invalidation, and price are most likely to move closer to 110. On the 4-hour, there is still some space to move down, and the truth is that because we are on a last C wave, this impulsive move to the downside, we are on the last wave 5, so we really want to see where the prices are going to start correcting from here. Are we going to receive a rejection? That is a good question that will have an answer actually very soon, and probably before even the ECB decides on rates. On the 1-hour, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. Within this move, we have another cycle and an expanding and a flat correction, and now we're waiting for the last wave 5, which in my opinion is another impulse to the downside, and we're waiting now for wave 5 of the wave 5 of the wave C of the wave 2. Now, if this completes wave 2, we are most likely looking at prices start moving up for wave 3. Whether this is the case or not, it's very hard to determine at the moment. Technically speaking, it looks like it's very possible, but if we take into the economic considerations with ECB's rate decision on Thursday, then we might be looking for prices to move lower or even just ignore the technicals as a whole. Now, dollar CAD on the daily. We've had this rejection down here, seems like. Now we're moving back up, and I see this, of course, as an ABC, right? We are on wave C now. I expect it to be an impulse to the downside, an impulsive move We have completed wave 3. Actually, wave 3 might be even lower because that most likely to end like something like that, and then move down here with wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Anyway, at the moment we are wave 3. 4 can go up to 132.37 and then move down again. Now down on the 4 hours, this is the level we want to see prices not crossing above in order to support the longer term view. Now in the shorter term, we are wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. We are expecting a wave 4 correction. That could be on a corrective manner, of course, with A, B, and C, or it could be anything else, which I think we'll be able to see more down on the 1 hour. If I'm not mistaken, I have some indications here. Okay, so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the 3, ABC correction as a flat, and then in the medium term, we'll have these 5 ending here, then A, B, and C. Now that looks like an expanding flat to me, which means that prices are can go up to 132, 132.26, okay? Last resort, 132.37, but more likely somewhere above that level, okay, we're going to break. Now, the thing is, we are waiting to correct wave C, to complete wave C. So I see this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are actually in an impulsive move, as you see. This is wave 3. We're going to go lower, hopefully crossing above that, go lower, retest that level, go for wave 5, and then start looking for sells. Okay, so this is all for the day. I want to thank you for watching for another day, and always want to remind you to keep a good eye on our blog, is where we cover the latest news, provide trading ideas and all the necessary tools traders need.